Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Anubis, the gamer Archer, here with a brand new video for you guys today, and welcome to the channel. Hope you all feeling good, looking good, and smelling good. If you're not feeling good, be better out the day. And if you're not smelling good, go wash your ass, because the undiscovered talent himself is here. What up, everybody? Do all the things the algorithm likes. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. You know, hit the like button. Links in the description. Look at that. Links are in the description box below for my Twitch stream. Follow me on Twitch from every Monday to Thursday. 6 p.m. Eastern to midnight. We play everything: Call of Duty, Battlefield, Halo, single player games. We're a variety streamer. We literally play everything that exists. So if you want to see like a variety stream, my streams are all about conversation. So also come join in the chat. We just non-stop talking for 6 hours a night. But anyways, today's video is about Call of Duty. Again, we have a lot of Call of Duty videos lately. And we're going to switch this to gameplay. You're not going to be looking at my face for like the entire freaking video. We're going to switch this to gameplay in a bit. But today's video, I want to talk about myself when it comes to this skill-based matchmaking conversation, because I feel like when it comes to this conversation, I've been looking at it from a point of view that isn't necessarily the best to look at it. Like, it does give perspective when it comes to having the conversation, but I feel like it's kind of a double-edged sword in a sense that I'm looking at it from my perspective, and I'm not understanding this perspective of the Call of Duty player base. So I've been watching a lot of videos in my spare time from people who are Call of Duty players, who are like, because again, I haven't played a Call of Duty game, you know, this much since Black Ops 4. So I've been watching some videos from people who've been playing these games, you know, Call of Duty, not Black Ops, Call of Duty Cold War, and playing Vanguard and World War II and things like that. And I'm trying to get like their perspective. I'm trying to understand what they're going through and how they think about, you know, skills matchmaking versus my perspective of it as someone who plays competitive games. Now, when it comes to me, I said before, I am not someone who plays a lot of casual games. I haven't played Call of Duty a lot. Like, I've played in the 2019 a little bit. I didn't play a lot. I played like a few hours, and that was it. Didn't really put like a lot of real time into it. The last Call of Duty game that I put a lot of real time into was Black Ops 4 in 2018. It's 2022, so it's been a very long time since I've put a lot of time into Call of Duty. And this Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, I've put in 3 days into at this point in terms of like overall time put into the game. So for those who are listening, when I say 3 days, I didn't play for like 3 separate days. Like, that's total time. That's many hours I put into the game. It's accumulated 3 days. But anyways, but as someone who hasn't played Call of Duty games that long, since between 2022 and 2018 with Black Ops 4, I've been playing a lot of competitive games. I've been playing Siege ranked for 7 years. I don't play casual in Siege. I've never played Siege. I'm playing ranked. I've been playing Halo's ranked system, in every Halo game that has a rank system since then. I've been playing Gears of War ranked. I've been playing a lot of competitive games, even games like Battlefield. I used to take part in platoon battles when it came to Battlefield, which is just a competitive version of Battlefield. And I was generally like just hosted by different like platoons and groups to, you know, have platoons go at each other in a competitive mindset. So I don't have that mindset of a casual player. I have the mindset of someone who is very competitive, very ultra competitive. And even when it comes to my background, someone who plays sports, I'm just naturally a competitive person. So when I see SBMM, I'm looking at it from the standpoint of someone who's competitive, someone who, you know, wants to have a challenge, someone who wants to play against the best players in the world. So this is my review of multiplayer. That's what I want. I don't want to pup stump. I don't want to face some scrub who I'm better than. I want to face people who are on even playing field as me and things like that. I want to see how good I am versus the people who are on my level and higher. I don't want to see how good I am against people who I know better than. And that's the beauty of playing ranked games. But after watching the videos that I've watched, I understand their perspective. And their perspective is Call of Duty is not a ranked game. And I don't want to say that I'm wrong by SBM, but I'm understanding their perspective. And though I don't want it to change all that much, I want them to focus more on connectivity over skill when it comes to matchmaking. But when it comes to the thought process of Call of Duty players and them saying that this is not a ranked game, their thought process is this is a game that core fan base is casual players. The key word there is their core player base. They do have players who are, you know, who are pro players or who are, you know, of that upper skill level, but those people, those pros, those highly skilled players are a minority of the player base. The majority of the player base are, you know, casual gamers who wouldn't play a game like Valorant, who wouldn't play a game like CS:GO, who wouldn't play a game like Rainbow Six Siege, who wouldn't play ranked Halo or ranked Gears of War. They only want to play casual Call of Duty. Even if Call of Duty has a ranked game mode, which I heard they're going to have a ranked game mode, they wouldn't play that ranked game mode. So I'm understanding that. I have to stop looking at like through the tunnel vision of, well, I like being competitive. I like having to sweat my balls off. I like, you know, this ultra sweaty atmosphere, competitive atmosphere. But that's not what the player base likes. So I might be okay with SBMM, but the player base isn't. And I had to look at it from their perspective. I had to like stop looking at everything from this R6 player perspective who is used to sweating, who's used to trying hard, who's used to a competition and being competitive, and look at it from, this is a pick up and play Twitch shooter. This isn't about, you know, having the most gun skill and things like that. It's more so about, you saw someone before they saw you, you got the kill, whatever. It's about the kill streaks. It's about, you know, getting into quick games and having those games go quickly, not being in a game that can take an hour to play. You know, because Battlefield games can last an hour, Siege games can last an hour. And so I've been watching those videos and I'm looking at it, I'm like, I get it now. I get it, Tim the Tap Man, I get it. You know, I understand all those on his perspective who just want to play a game and not worry. People who want to play a game and dick around. People who want to use random setups. People who are content creators like myself, who might have pick my loadout for their channel review points, and they don't want to like really do that anymore, because if someone in their chat decides to go run around with a knife, and it's like, well, I don't want to run around with a knife when I'm playing in these lobbies of freaking 2 KD players and things like that. So I get it, and that's more so what I want to say with this video, is that I get it. You know, I don't think I'm wrong. I still stand by my comments that if you're like severely complaining about SBMM, you're just a bad player. If it's like you're just complaining about it, like if you don't have that standpoint of, I just want to have casual games so I can, you know, be a content creator who pops off here and there, has some fun, laugh my ass off. I don't want to sweat all the time. I'll sweat sometimes, but I don't want to sweat all the time. I get that standpoint. But if you're just saying, I hate having these games where I have to try, I hate having these games where I'm playing with people who are just as good as I am and I'm barely going positive, then you're just a bad player. You're not as good as you think you are. You know, that's what my standpoint is on it. I'm gonna stick to that. You're not as good as you think you are if you're sitting there and, you know, you're getting your ass beat and you hate serious matchmaking because you're getting your ass beat. But if you hate it because it creates an atmosphere that is unfun, it creates an atmosphere that, you know, you consistently you can't enjoy yourself. And the biggest thing is, I watched a video that talked about how the wonderful Call of Duty works. You know, most games that I play, you have basically an MMR system, and that MMR system is very visible. If you play Siege ranked and you win, you see how much MMR you get. If you lose, see how much MMR you lose. This game, Call of Duty, doesn't have an actual MMR system when it comes to its matchmaking. It has basically like an ad hoc random generation of like what your recent game was, not your total package of your career playing the game, not your total win loss in KD and performance for like the entire game, but what your recent game was. So if you had a recent game where you went 23-4, well, the system's going to take you and put you in a lobby with people who also have done 23-4 within the last couple games, even if those guys are actually way better than you or way worse than you. It's not doing things in a way of, all right, for 5 straight games you did this, so we're gonna put you in these lobbies. No, it's per game. So you'll have a game of Call of Duty where you might have an easy game of going 34-5, and the next game you're 22-15, the next game you're 19-10. Because like it's putting you in more tougher and tougher lobbies. And for some people like myself, that's cool. I want to have those tough lobbies, but that's not the good community. The majority of the players don't want that, and I get that. I understand. I've seen the videos of people who play these games religiously. I get it. I'm a Siege player. I play games like Valorant. I play games like Halo and Gears of War. I'm not a Call of Duty player. I get it. I get where y'all are coming from when it comes to this conversation. I get where I'm coming from when it comes to, you don't want it there And most of y'all who I've seen have stated that y'all are okay with it in ranked, but just not in the casual core modes. And I agree. They should change it to where they don't have SBMM and casual modes, because casual modes are meant to be casual for a reason, and that's what it should be. Even in games like Siege has a casual mode, and usually it can just match anyone. You can be a plat playing against bronze as a casual, but usually in casual Siege, people are just dicking around anyway. So the developers don't care, and the community, because the community understands that casual's a place to dick around. Halo, when it comes to like playing quick play or not playing ranked, you know, it's kind of the same thing. People aren't really doing call outs. People are kind of just running around being headless chickens, things like that. Years where people aren't doing call outs, people aren't, you know, trying super hard. They're more so just going with the flow of the game. So I get it. I get that you don't want the casual, you know, core of the game to feel sweaty. And from that standpoint, I'm wrong about SBMM. From the standpoint of, it's not about, you know, being the best player. It's not about, you know, playing against the best players. It's about the core casual fan base who just wants to play games, who wants to dick around and doesn't want to worry about having to try very hard, who doesn't want to worry about basically playing a ranked game mode without rank rewards. Because right now, that's what the game is. The game right now is you're playing a ranked style without rank rewards. That has to change. So hopefully they add a rank mode soon. People who are like me, who are okay with, you know, the try harding and the sweating and things like that, can just go to the rank modes and leave the casual play styles and things like that to people who want to have that casual play style in regular 66s. And overall, when it comes to Infinity War, what they need to do is just make the lobbies based on connection, because ultimately what pisses me off in a game when it comes to the game itself, not the players, is connectivity. I hate getting in games where I'm lagging my ass off. I hate getting into games where it's very obvious on, you know, my screen one thing's happening, and on the kill cam something entirely different is happening. As in, on my screen I'm shooting somebody, on their screen I'm not even looking at them yet, because there's that delay, that latency. And so you need to have connection be the priority when it comes to putting players into a lobby, instead of, you know, what their KD was and their score total was in the previous game. But with all that said, that's it for this video. This video won't be as long as the last few videos. I hope you all have a good day. I hope you all enjoyed today's content. I hope you enjoyed the video. To all things algorithm, I might sketch you guys on the next video. Follow me on Twitch. Link to me in the description box below. Your boy Nubis. I'm out of here. Deuces.